Hi, Deb Bixler here. Today we're saving the crabs on Now We're Cooking. You know, the Maryland crabs are in a desperate situation because they're overfished and the Chesapeake Bay is being degraded from overuse. So we're making two dishes today to help with our contribution to saving the Maryland crab. And for one of them is the cheesy crab and artichoke dip, which is in the oven, and the other one is a Maryland crab cake. So I have a microwaved baked potato here, and I peeled it, cubed it, and now I'm just going to drain the extra water off of it. And this is going to be the binder for our Maryland crab. So before we add any more ingredients, I'm just going to mash it up a little bit with this high-tech tool, the old-fashioned potato masher. So we just microwaved it till it was nice and tender. And now I'm going to add some seafood seasoning and some green onion. I just want to use the tops to my green onions. So we'll just... Now, crabs need oxygen. And what's happening down in the Chesapeake Bay is that because of all the pollution and the runoffs from the Pennsylvania farms, cars, homes, the oxygen supply is running low. We're going to put some fresh parsley in here. And so we have to really work in Pennsylvania at helping to save the bay and reducing pollution from our own backyard. A little bit of red pepper would be nice in here. This puts a nice color in. Another thing that is reducing the oxygen in the Chesapeake Bay is overdevelopment. There's too much development going on along the edges of the Chesapeake Bay. What you can do to help that situation is not rent new properties. Like if a property stays empty, brand new property on the edge of the Chesapeake Bay stays empty for a while, then other developers will probably not develop more property along the Chesapeake because there's too much runoff into the water. Cod, actually, for those of you who tuned in late, we seared it in a skillet with a little bit of salt and pepper because we're making imitation crab. So what we're going to do to make our imitation crab is just sear our crab on both sides. Got a nice hot skillet here, and I used safflower oil, which we can use for a nice high heat, but it's also one of the good oils, which is going to reduce the bad cholesterols in our body. So you don't have to cook this cod very much. Just get it nicely on both sides. All right, we're going to put some egg in here. That was 2 ounces of egg white, which is basically the equivalent of 1 whole egg. And I'm going to put some garlic in here. A little bit of citrus zest here would be nice. And I'm going to also put some oregano. Now, oregano in Greek means the joy of the mountain. And in America, we never even saw oregano before World War II, and that's when the soldiers came back. Let's see, this is the perfect tool for the job. Soldiers came back from Italy with oregano. So when you use your cooked cod like we did, it's like we get jumbo lump all the time. When you go to the grocery store or the fish store and get your jumbo lump, you're going to pay $18 to $25 a pound for jumbo lump. And it's body meat, all big, nice lumps of body meat. And so we have beautiful jumbo lump crab cakes here made with our imitation crab. So I didn't put very much oil on there. I just want a little bit. We're going to sear these briefly, and then we're going to pop them in the oven. So you can make these ahead like this, and get them seared and then lay them out on a stone or a sheet pan and pop them in the oven closer to dinner hour if you want. If you need more information about the crab population and the problems at the Chesapeake Bay, you can call the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. So my name's Deb Bixler, and you're watching Now We're Cooking. And when we come back, we're going to plate up our imitation crab.